Hello everyone. Today we are going to derive Kepler's second law of planetary motion. So to derive it, see the fundamental utilized here. Let a planet, suppose Earth is Earth, having mass small m, moving around the Sun in elliptical path. The distance, average distance is represented by here r. We are knowing that second law of planetary motion is also known as law of area, and it is also based on law of conservation of angular momentum. Angular momentum is represented by L. So this second law is based on L, law of conservation of angular momentum, and also known as the laws of inertia. When Earth revolves around it in a circular path, so by geometrical interpretation of it, we have seen in a previous lecture also, the geometrical interpretation of this when a particle revolves around the axis of rotation, then it is given by twice of mass of particle into dA by dt. It is represented here in this equation by 1. When Earth revolves around the Sun, here in a circular path, rotatory motion, so we are knowing in a rotatory motion, in place of force, moment of force act. Actually, moment of force is denoted by tau, and it is defined by formula tau is equal to force into r. Right? And it is also given by formula Fr sin theta, where theta is angle between force and r. So to decide the direction between r and f, see carefully here in this diagram. R is a position vector here between Sun and Earth, which is rotating around the Sun in circular path. So position vector r is in this direction. This rotation of Earth around the Sun is due to the gravitational force F, which always acts towards the center. So angle between both is here 180 degree. So here in this case, one may write required torque is equal to Fr sin 180. Since we know that sin 180 is a 0, so by putting these values, we may write F into R into 0 is equal to 0. So this is the torque, and it is represented by, since torque is equal to 0, acting here in this case is a 0, represented by equation number 2 here in this case. Now, we also know that torque is defined as rate of change of angular momentum. Moment of linear momentum, and it is 0. Right? So it is represented by equation 3 here. Third equation. So see the fundamental of these first equation, second equation, and third equation here. See carefully the concept here. Since torque is equal to dl by dt, so we are going to write here torque is equal to d by dt of L. This is d by dt of L is, see here in the equation number 1, 2m dA by dt. It is 2m dA by dt. And by equation 3, this torque is 0. So see what terms are here utilized. In the derivation, differentiation of this, 2m is here constant we are taking. D by dt of dA by dt is equal to 0. If differentiation of this term, here in the bracket, dA by dt is constant. So what this implies? dA by dt. So differentiation of constant is only 0. So this implies that dA by dt is constant. Identify the physical quantity involved here in this case, dA by dt. dA by dt is, see, rate of change of area with respect to time. It is called area, aerial velocity is constant. That is planet sweep out equal area in equal time. Planet, and this is called Kepler's second law of planetary motion. So this is for today. Thank you and have a nice day to all.